Langkawi, a tropical paradise that you may never have heard of. Let me show you why we decided to spend a little over a week exploring this majestic island. Langkawi Island is located off the west coast of Malaysia and is an adventure you do not want to miss. From a cable car and skybridge to good food and beach days, I definitely recommend Langkawi to those looking for relaxation while still seeking some adventure. But before we show you everything we did, we need to show you how we got there. After spending a month in Kuala Lumpur, we made our way to the airport at 6 a.m. We then went to the Plaza Premium Lounge, courtesy of our American Express Platinum card, and got breakfast as well as some food for the plane for Lila. Fast forward to us boarding a plane late, only to be asked to disembark due to technical difficulties. Better safe than sorry though. 30 minutes later, we boarded a new plane for a quick 1 hour and 15-minute flight, and just like that, Langkawi. Getting to our accommodation was easy using the Grab app. Definitely make sure you have the Grab app set up and loaded with money prior to arriving in Langkawi to make your life easier and your travel less stressful. After a big travel day, we decided to put away the camera, order some food off Grab, and enjoy the afternoon relaxing. Day 2 started off with going to a beautiful beach cafe called Nappy Pantai Coffee Bar. This coffee bar is a little slice of paradise tucked along the shores of Langkawi, with laid-back beach vibes, rustic wooden furniture, and unbeatable ocean views. It was the perfect spot to sip on a refreshing frappe and enjoy a decadent pistachio cheesecake. Lila already had breakfast, so she was just enjoying the sand. We loved coming here early in the morning to allow us to enjoy the calm atmosphere, the sound of the water at the shore, while other people were still waking up. We then enjoyed a short walk along the shore. The beach was full of these little etchings on the sand, and at first we were so confused until we looked a little bit closer and found the beach was crawling with little crabs. After a beautiful start to the day, we needed to get brunch. With a short 8-minute walk, we made our way to Seb's Cafe. Seb's Cafe had a relaxed, welcoming vibe, making it a great spot to slow down and enjoy a good meal. With a mix of indoor and outdoor seating surrounded by greenery, it was a comfortable place to grab some food. The menu offered lots of fresh, well-made dishes. The food here was delicious. We got some French toast, fried eggs, and this amazing chorizo dish, along with 2 lychee mint frappes. Lila loved her French toast, and the lychee mint frappes were so refreshing. After an unsuccessful supermarket trip, we decided to head to a restaurant, which was closed, but don't worry, we had a backup, which was also closed. At this stage, we just wanted to find a shaded place to hide away from the hot sun and come up with a backup plan. After a quick stop at Mancino Coffee Shop and talking to a lovely local, he pointed us in the direction of Taste of India restaurant. The food here was incredible. We ended up with garlic naan, onion pakoras, chicken samosas, and mango lassis. With full bellies and plenty of takeaway leftovers, we headed back home for the evening. Day 3 started with a relaxing morning by the pool, feeding Lila her breakfast and spending some quality time together. In the afternoon, we decided to head to Paolo Restaurant and Bar. This place offered a laid-back dining experience that was casual yet stylish. It had open-air seating that let in the beautiful sea breeze. The menu featured a variety of well-prepared dishes from seafood to flavourful local and Western options. On day 4, we visited the island's top attraction, the skybridge. Our day started with a scenic grab ride up to the Oriental Village, where we dropped off our car seat at the luggage storage next to the ticket counter before heading up to the cable car station. We opted for express tickets, and they were absolutely worth it. Going up was smooth with hardly anyone in front of us, but on the way down we saw long lines of people waiting, which with the express pass we got to skip. So if you're visiting, especially with little ones, the express pass is a great choice. There was also a newly opened attraction shaped like an eagle's nest, but we decided to skip it this time. It looked pretty impressive from the outside though. You'll have to excuse me, I'm a hot, sweaty mess right now, but we've got the little sky cab to our own, so I thought I'm quickly going to read off my notes here. We're on the longest free span mono cable car. We've got views of Langkawi Island, the Andaman Sea and southern Thailand. The skybridge is the world's longest free span and curved pedestrian bridge. I feel like they all have these very specific things that they're the longest of. And it was actually lifted to the top of the mountain by a helicopter. So we're about to walk on the skybridge. We've done the sky cab up from the base station to the middle station and now up to the skybridge, which I'm sure there's beautiful footage of right now. Very intense, a little bit scary. Lila just thinks like we're in a grab or something and is having the time of her life, but gotta jump. After seamlessly skipping the queues for the Skycab, we had to wait in line for the Skyglide. There were some technical issues, it refused to go back down and then come back up, but after a while, we hopped on and it didn't take too long from there. There's an option to hike from the last station down to the Skybridge, but with the intense heat and Lila with us, we chose convenience. When we arrived, I noticed a massive queue forming below due to the earlier technical issues, but that wouldn't affect us, right? Surely by the time we were ready to head back up, the line would be much smaller. The view from the Skybridge was absolutely breathtaking. It felt like floating above a mountain jungle surrounded by endless greenery. Now the real challenge, getting Lila to keep her hat on. Surprisingly, she lasted longer than expected. When we returned to the Skyglide station, we were met with a massive line. It felt like it took forever just to inch forward one step, but I'll let Stefan tell you more about that in just a second. Okay, my love, yes. We just finished at the Skybridge.
Yes.
How was it?
Long. Long is one word to use it. It was, so when you, first of all, it took us a while, we took the Skyline, which seems like it had technical difficulties, and then it didn't have technical difficulties, and then we stood in line for like,
sorry.
stood in line for like 20 minutes, then went down, then did the sky bridge in probably 10-15 minutes, and then proceeded to wait another 20 minutes at the skyglide to come back up. The alternative is to do like a 300 something step walk, nature walk, which in this heat,
we are already dying from the heat.
yes, so that would not work.
So beautiful and so worth it, but just be aware you have to wait, especially if you have babies. We had planned to go back down and have dinner, but it's now way too late, so we're going to go home, get something to eat at home, and call it a day. The next morning, we woke up to the most beautiful sunrise. One great perk about Malaysia is the sun rises much later at this time of year than we're used to, so despite the golden glow, it was 7 a.m. After ordering breakfast through Grab, we took our time soaking in the morning before finally taking the plunge for a peaceful swim. Day 5 was one of the days we were most excited about. It was finally time to experience a truly unique restaurant. But I'll let our host tell you more about that.
Pizza Hills, drinks is in the fridge, you can just help yourself. For the pizza, we don't have a menu. Usually I ask what you don't eat, your allergies, and then Ziana will make something for you. The price range today is from 60 to 90, and I'll suggest to start with one pizza first and you see how from there.
Welcome to Pizza Hills. If you missed our host's explanation, here's how it works. There's no set menu. Instead, you simply let them know your preferences, anything you don't like, allergies that you may have, and they take care of the rest, creating a one-of-a-kind pizza using their creativity and fresh local ingredients. The price varies depending on the ingredients that they use, ranging from about 60 to 90 ringgit. Definitely more than we usually spend, but not unreasonable for the experience and the deliciousness.
For me, starter chilaquiles and picarino. Breast salad is a dry beef.
let me tell you, this pizza was so worth it. It was fresh, balanced, the base was well cooked. We did want to order another pizza, but we were so full at this point. Time to head back to our accommodation for the night and see what the next day holds for us. We absolutely love swimming together, but surprisingly this was our first proper beach day. For day 6 we drove 31 minutes to reach Sandy Skulls Beach, or as it's locally known, Pantai Pasir Tangarak. Nestled along Langkawi's northern coastline near DJI Bay, this hidden gem is surrounded by lush green forest, offering a peaceful escape from the busier parts of the island. One thing we've noticed is that many of Langkawi's most beautiful beaches are private, accessible only to the guests staying at luxury resorts. It's a disappointing reality, especially for locals who have limited access to the beaches of their own home. If you do visit Sandy Skulls Beach, keep an eye out for the monkeys. They have a habit of snatching anything that catches their interest, and please don't feed them. It only encourages more aggressive behaviour. Unfortunately, our last full day had arrived, but we were determined to make it a day to remember. And what a better way to end up the trip than with an epic seafood feast. Enter Wonderland Food Store, a highly recommended seafood spot known for its fresh, pay-by-weight crab, giant prawns and softshell crab, all served with delicious sides. And wow, it did not disappoint. This is our first time enjoying Langkawi and Malaysia's delicious fresh seafood, and let's just say we were spoiled. The crab was perfectly cooked, the prawns were seasoned to perfection, and honestly I wouldn't recommend having your very first seafood or crab experience here because it will set the bar ridiculously high. And now for what some of you have been waiting for, a tour of our accommodation. Now, we did forget to film the inside of our room. We were just on full holiday mode. Welcome to Cloud 9 Holiday Cottages, a little oasis tucked away in nature. Upon arrival, you'll check in at reception, and if your room's not quite ready, you can relax in the seating area or take a dip in the incredible pool. It might be small, but that just means the sun keeps it perfectly warm. Every swim felt like soaking in a bathtub. Beyond the cottages, you're surrounded by stunning natural landscapes with water buffalo, birds, and other wildlife roaming nearby. There's also a communal kitchen for guests to use. We booked the 1-bedroom house, which gave us plenty of space for Lila's cot and room to play. We really enjoyed our stay, but one thing to keep in mind is that there's no on-site restaurant or cafe and no easy access to one. We relied on Grab for food deliveries. Just be prepared to wait a little while for your food to arrive. The next morning, we packed up bright and early, headed to the airport and found a great little play area for Lila, perfect for one last bit of fun before the flight. After a short break, we checked in our bags and grabbed some breakfast while waiting for our flight. Lila took full advantage of the departures hall, exploring every corner, rearranging a few bins, having the time of her life. One of the coolest things about this airport was the clear view of the tarmac. We could watch planes arriving, going through their checks and taking off again. Check out this awesome shot Stefan got of our plane rolling in after landing. Langkawi. It's been amazing. With just over a week on this beautiful island, surrounded by incredible scenery and even more incredible people, we've loved every moment and will definitely be back. Thanks for everything. See you again soon.